Hi, my name is Deb Rensink from Sioux Center, Iowa. I am the pastor of Shop Church and the director of Whispers of Love, Hope, and Joy, a Christ-centered nonprofit ministry serving women and children who are rebuilding their lives after experiencing domestic violence. As I thought about why my ministry matters, multiple stories came to mind, but the story of Abby kept coming up. I met Abby and her 3 sons over 8 years ago in a shelter. Abby grew up in a rough family and she had barely escaped with her life from a violently abusive relationship. Abby told me she did not like ministers, so don't bother even coming around. Her sons, though, they liked me. So I kept my distance, but I kept showing up for the others. I would enter and she would exit, but I also knew that she was watching, and eventually she warmed up and began to trust me. She knew I didn't come with any agenda, and eventually she began asking for prayer. From shelter, they moved into their own home. We continued meeting together, and she continued doing all the right things that Christians say and do. When her ex was released from prison, the downward spiral began. She was scared, needed to remain vigilant and handle this on her own. It became too much, and soon she reverted to drug use. Found a Texan online, distanced herself, and in April of 2020, she lost custody of her 3 sons. In June of 20, she and the Texan ran away. She had intended to just get out of town. The Texan had a different plan. She was gone. I was discouraged, mad, sad, frustrated, and so much more. God, what's going on? She's been doing so well. Why couldn't she just trust that it would all turn out for her good? Why couldn't she just surrender her situation to you? Then the Spirit convicted me. Deb, why can't you trust me? Why haven't you surrendered the situation to me? Don't go ahead without me. Commit to pray and trust Abby and the Texan to me. So I would send a message here and there just so she would know that she's not forgotten. 10 months later, after a message that I had sent, she popped up. She was online. Pastor Deb, I miss you and the strong hugs you gave. I wish I were there, but I can't get away. I'm only 10 minutes from the ocean. We've lived in the woods here and there. I've been beat up a time or 3, and I'm pregnant. I can't come back. If the boys were taken, so would this baby. As only God works, they, Abby and the Texan, were both arrested and spent time in county jail before being extradited back here to the local jail. She had lost absolutely everything. The only thing she had were the stripes on her back and the baby growing in her womb. One night in her jail cell, she surrendered everything to Jesus. She told me, it felt as though she had died. The chaos, the doubts, the confusion was all gone. Her chest felt such peace. Life didn't get much easier, though, even after accepting Christ as her Savior and Lord. She still had jail time. She still ended up having her parental rights removed. She still had drug addiction and mental health stuff to deal with. She still knew the right answers when talking to the therapist. So one day I said to her, hey, Abby, so tell me what's different this time around. She looks me squarely in the eye and she says, I have God this time. 2 months later, Abby gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. 4 years after losing custody of her sons, the oldest son just reached out and invited her to his Grand March prom activity tonight. She's close to 5 years clean. She's a leader in Shop Church. She's more in love with God than ever before. Ministry matters, even when it feels like a failure. Trust, pray, surrender as we get to continue to serve others, faithfully carrying the love of Christ into the world.